everyone. This is Martin Lopez from the IMM channel. Today's subject is, what do you hold dear? What matters to you? What do you hold dear most to your heart these days? Whether it's history, your family's history, someone specifically in your family, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, children, obviously. Those are always the top ones that people hold dear. You know, doesn't matter anymore though. You know, when you give your time and effort to somebody and they don't reciprocate it because you hold them in such regard because they're dear to you. They mean so much to you, but yet they don't see things the same way because they basically refuse to want to cooperate. Pretty amazing. I mean, what do you hold dear? Your baseball glove from when you were a kid? An old guitar? Your new guitar? An old baseball card that you might have had since you were a kid of Hank Aaron, or Don Mattingly, Mookie Wilson, maybe even Darryl Strawberry. I mean, what do you hold dear these days? An old Matchbox car, retro stuff, grandmama. Always got to hold my grandmama's dear. You know, I had a grandmama, but she was dear to my heart. I was very young when I lost her. And it's a shame. Now that I'm older, I never really knew my grandmama, and I never really knew my father. As an adult, that is, in a more conscious state of mind where I could have had a good, direct, adult-like conversation with him. You just have to ask yourself, what do you hold dear? What matters to you the most? Especially these days, where everybody acting so raw and so raunchy. I would have to say to a lot of people, they hold nothing dear because they're shallow, empty, and evil, maybe. Or maybe they're just selfish. Do they even hold anything dear anymore? Does anyone hold anything dear? You know, I mean, I was Generation X, so the things I hold dear are certain individuals that I might surround myself with, but I don't associate pretty much with anybody because I'm an introvert. I'm not antisocial, but I'm just careful who I social with. You know, but holding dear to me, I would have to say are the memories I had when I was in the 80s. I hold dear many things. Mother, I hold my mother dear. You know, I dear the memories I had. I hold dear when I was in the army because I learned a lot. I hold dear the moments with certain girls I met from my childhood that I enjoyed spending time with. I hold those moments dear. I hold dear, for me, life right now. And I'm sure many of you feel the same way. Because, let's face it, folks, what do we hold dear? Life is getting shorter and shorter. The days are moving faster and faster. And it seems like it's not leaving us much more time left to actually enjoy or actually hold something dear to our hearts. When I say I hold something dear, I mean something that holds dear to your heart. Something that means so much to you, you know? Music, for instance, I do hold that dear. I hold that dear. And good sleep, I hold dear. Oh, which would be awesome. Which will happen one day. But you still have to ask yourself, what do you hold dear? Does anything matter to you anymore? There was one specific person I held dear to me, my cousin Jennifer. I loved her. I still love her. But she's lost right now. She's a little lost right now. And she's not the type of person you could force to see the errors of her ways. She has to see it for herself. But I still hold her dear, as angry as I am at her for doing what she did to me. I won't get into detail about it right now. In another video I will. What I hold dear is those quiet moments that you could spend by yourself, reading a book, enjoying the sun on a sunny beach, sipping on a Corona with lemon. Those things I hold dear. That tranquility, that peace, you know. Walking through the village, sometimes I hold dear because there's a lot of memories out here, you know, in this part of town. Not this particular part of town, but I remember growing up hanging out around here a lot when I was a kid. And nightclubs and everything, and Washington Square Park. It was a lot of fun. See, those moments I hold dear too, because I used to go out here all alone when I was a kid just to walk around and roam this area. It was a different time here in the village, in the 80s anyway. But I hold those moments dear. So, you gotta ask yourself these days, what do you hold dear? What matters to you the most? And does anything matter anymore? You know? Sometimes I think now more so a lot of people are losing interest. And even in the little things that they held dear to their hearts, that they loved either to do, see, or experience. And a lot of people losing interest. So, yeah, with the world changing as it is, what exactly do you hold dear? What matters to you the most? I don't usually say this, but leave a comment below if you have something you'd like to share. Be my guest. Well, I'm getting close to my home base now. This is Martin Lopez from the IMM channel, asking you, what do you hold dear? Wishing you a good night and Godspeed. Bye.